Good to see you again. We're back at it here for another week of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on this 6th day of April 2020. It's a Monday. I'm Dan Kuntz as we continue to plow forward as best as we possibly can. It's been a very interesting 4 weeks and will continue to be an interesting time indeed for everybody. Nobody gets away with this, I suppose, anymore. But here we are. Thanks for joining us. We got a lot to get to. We'll have the latest numbers, COVID-19 related, for the Wenatchee Valley and for North Central Washington. We'll get to that when we have our news coming up in just a couple of minutes. Eric was actually able to scrape together some sports. I feel so sorry for Eric. He's our sports guy. He loves sports. Normally we're up to our elbows in sports this time of the year. High school, spring sports, and what have you. Not happening, of course, which is kind of sad, but he's doing what he can. We'll have sports. We have a beautiful weather forecast for the rest of this week. It's looking really good. We're going to see highs up into the 60s. A little breezy next couple of days, and nothing we can't live with, but sunny and very nice weather is heading our way for most of North Central Washington. It's a forecast I think you're going to like. I hope you have a chance to get out and get some vitamin D. Just, social distancing. Don't want to gild the obvious lily, but that's what we're supposed to be doing, and that's what we should be doing. Plus, we'll have everything else you're used to, including today in history. We got some celebrity birthdays. Everyone is entitled to Mike Magnotti's opinion, and we'll have the obscure holiday, too. A couple minutes after the hour, it is 37 degrees with overcast skies, but we're in for some sunshine today. Details are coming up. Let's take you around the valley with our Valley View cameras, courtesy of Localtel Sky-Fi high-speed wireless. Sun is up. Sun's been up for about 35 minutes now. Came up at 6:28. It'll be hanging around until 7:38 tonight. That buys us 13 hours and 10 minutes of daylight as we look at the Wenatchee Valley from our cross camera. Yesterday's high, although it was quite nice, although the overcast, couple of sun breaks, that was about it. We only hit 53 on Sunday. Our normal high would be 60, so we were well below normal. Our low yesterday was 38, our normal 39, so that was about normal. But we're in for a nice, dry, warming trend for the rest of the week and really right into the weekend. I can't wait to show you that forecast. It's something you're going to like. Good morning, East Wenatchee. Good morning, Wenatchee. Good morning, Sunny Slope. Good morning to everybody who's decided to start your day with us here. Your live and local TV morning show, camera number 2. We are off to a slow dissolve to Union Valley, Megan. That's the Waterville camera. Boy, I blew that one. Well, they're not that far apart, but that's an interesting twist on the Waterville camera. I haven't seen that one for quite some time. Somewhere down there, I'm assuming, is the Columbia River, which is, last I checked, full of water. Good morning to our friends up in Waterville. Hope you're hanging in there like everybody else. That's a cool view there. I like that. Can't wait to see that. We may have to do these cameras again one more time before the show is over. Maybe we'll have a little more daylight and a little more sunshine to see what's going on up in H2Oville, US of A. Camera number 3. Valley High. Yay, I got another one right. Good morning to Valley High on your way up to Blue Pass. We're going to do one more pass report today, and then that's really about it. They're done with the snow, and they usually they only do the winter weather reports if the weather changes and passes look nasty. We're okay. We're going to be fine. Good morning to our friends in Valley High. That camera's pointed to the southeast, I believe, and camera number 4. Well, there's Billy Goat. You can see some of the clear skies, or clearer skies anyway, up in the Omak-Okanagan area as we say good morning to our friends in Pateris and Bridgeport and Brewster, Mount Kalispell way off in the distance. The Alta Lake Golf Course is down there. A lot of my golfing friends are still pretty upset that you can't go golfing. Golf courses are not considered essential business, even though it's good exercise and it gets you outside, but it is what it is. On the other hand, the golf courses are going to be in great shape when we have a chance to go back out and hit a little white ball around the acres of green grass. Since nobody is playing golf, the golf courses aren't getting beat up. So there's try to find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow when you can during these trying times. So that's a look around North Central Washington with our cameras, all of them courtesy of Localtel's Sky-Fi high-speed wireless setup. You know what that means by now. If you have a line of sight to any of our Sky-Fi towers, and they are everywhere, you may be eligible to get high-speed fiber internet, or high-speed internet anyway, to your house without fiber. Not bad. Give Localtel a call. All right, a couple of slides to show from you. A little breezy today and tomorrow for the Waterville Plateau, for the Wenatchee Valley, for the Columbia Basin. So Moses Lake, you're going to get battered around a little bit. Palouse and the Spokane areas. Now, it's not going to be real windy, but it'll be sustained winds, about 10 to 15 miles an hour, which is about perfect kite flying weather. I can do that. The occasional rogue gust up to 20 or 25 miles an hour. Those gusts will probably be contained strictly to the Waterville Plateau and some of the more exposed areas around north central Washington that are used to getting those rogue winds. But it's a little breezy today and tomorrow. But boy, do we have a beautiful spring week heading our way. You like them tulips? I took that picture in my backyard. I did no such thing. We're going to start warming up. We're going to be in the mid-60s today, mid-60s Tuesday, upper 60s Wednesday, lower 70s possibly on Thursday. I'm liking this a lot. There's a weak system that's going to come in and come out tonight into Tuesday, but it's going to be coming through so fast, it's really going to be almost unnoticeable. And then maybe perhaps a few more clouds by the time we get to the weekend, and a little bit cooler, but I got no complaints about the forecast. I'm about ready to show you because it's looking good. Again, I hope you have a chance to get out and enjoy what Mother Nature is sending our way. Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling gives your home a hug, and there you go. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows today, with apologies to Leslie Gore. They'll top off at 65. Again, a little breezy at times. Good consistent wind right around 10, maybe 15 miles an hour. Clouds will be thickening up tonight. You're going to be going, hey, how come the clouds are here? Again, this is this weak wave that's going to fly in and fly out. It'll dip down to right around 39 or 40 for the overnight low. And again, a little windy tonight, west wind about 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow morning, it'll be cloudy. Tomorrow afternoon, it'll be sunny. And this is when the high pressure ridge begins to build up. We'll get right around mid-60s again, they tell us, on Tuesday. And again, a little breezy. West wind about 10 to 15 miles an hour on Tuesday. Clear skies Tuesday night, 35 for the overnight low. Still some wind as that weak system exits the area. Then high pressure builds up, and we're in for sunshine Wednesday. I have about 68. Sunshine Thursday. Look at 71. I'm liking that. A little bit cooler, but not much on Friday under mostly sunny skies. And then another weak system comes in Saturday and Sunday. Just in time for the weekend, we'll have more clouds and slightly cooler temperatures, but still pleasant any way you want to look at it. It's going to be a very nice, very beautiful week of spring weather for all of north central Washington. Real quickly, we'll do a pass report. There's not a lot to show you. There's no advisories. There's no restrictions. I-90 is good to go. You're bare and dry. No advisories, no restrictions. Blue, it's fine too. No advisories, no restrictions. That's a live shot of Stevens. I'm seeing nothing but asphalt there. You're fine on Stevens Pass. Everybody's looking good. They're done with the snow. They had some a snow event on Friday. It's gone now, and there is absolutely zero snow at all. There's no precipitation at all anywhere for the next 7 to 10 days in the forecast, not only for north central Washington, but for the mountain passes as well. So you're fine, and unless conditions warrant, that'll be it for the pass report. We'll call that good for the winter driving season, now that we're full bore into spring. It's about 8.5 minutes after the hour. We are going to take a break, and then we'll come back with your Monday morning news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
My name is Lacey Haggerty, and I'm a nurse midwife with Columbia Valley Community Health. I love all aspects of my job because it is a profession that's very committed to empowering women to make decisions in their health care that feel best for them. It's incredibly valuable to me as a midwife that I get to take care of women throughout their whole lifespan. I hope to see you at a future visit because I know you'll love having midwifery care.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.
Degrees, mostly cloudy skies outside of our studios. We're expecting bountiful sunshine today. Highs will be in the mid-60s. A little breezy today, a little breezy tomorrow. A gradual warming trend, and then we cool down just a little bit and cloud up just a little bit for the upcoming weekend. Let's talk about what's making headlines, and we'll start out with the latest COVID-19 numbers. Grant County recorded its second COVID-19 related death on Friday, a Moses Lake man in his 60s who died at Central Washington Hospital. in Wenatchee. On Saturday, Grant County reported it had reached 80 confirmed cases in Grant County. Quincy continues to have the most there, 37 cases in Quincy alone. Moses Lake has 13, as does Mattawa. In Chelan County, Wenatchee has the most confirmed cases, 12 of the county's 29. That's as of Friday morning. Leavenworth has 3 confirmed cases, Chelan 2, Kashmir and Peshastin 1 each. In Douglas County, East Wenatchee has 6 of the county's 10 cases. Okanagan County now has 9 confirmed cases of coronavirus. The latest numbers from the Washington State Department of Health show that statewide we have 7,984 cases of COVID-19. That's been identified. 338 total deaths, again, almost all of which are in King and Snohomish counties. Nearly 88,000 Washington State residents have been tested for the coronavirus. Well, after hearing stories of crowded parking lots at the shops and stores in the Wenatchee Valley that remained open over the weekend, East Wenatchee Mayor Jeremy Crawford posted a video message Saturday on her Facebook page emphasizing the importance of social distancing if you absolutely need to go out.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. I'm Mayor Crawford of East Wenatchee, posting a scary video today because I don't have makeup on and my hair hasn't been done. I'm in my comfortable lounge pants sitting at home trying to avoid social interactions. I've heard from many today that in the community people are out shopping and the parking lots at the different facilities are full. Now, while I understand that people have groceries and prescriptions that they need to pick up, I want to encourage you, if you are going to a shopping facility and you see that the parking lot is full, if you can come back at another time, that might be a great thing to do. However, if you can't, if you have those essential items that you need to go get, please practice the social distancing where you're staying at least 6 feet away from each other. It's really important that we all do this together, where we practice the social distancing, because our healthcare facilities can be overwhelmed, and we really need them to be available to treat those that are most in need. And that is why the governor has ordered the Stay at Home, Stay Healthy initiative. So stay at home, stay with your family, enjoy this lovely weekend, maybe call a loved one or a friend and catch up, and try to avoid social situations. Thank you so much.
Again, that was East Wenatchee Mayor Jeremy Crawford posting that Saturday on her Facebook page. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is sending more than 400 ventilators for treating victims of the COVID-19 virus to other states. Inslee said the state received the ventilators from the Strategic National Stockpile, and now they're going to be heading to New York City and other states hit hardest by the virus. For several weeks, Washington, of course, led the nation in both confirmed cases and deaths. Since then, other states have surpassed Washington in both, sometimes dramatically. Retired Vice Admiral and physician Raquel Bono, who's the director of the state's COVID-19 Health System Response Management Team, said Inslee's Stay Home, Stay Healthy order has helped head off the widespread hospitalization rates that had been feared. Inslee said the state continues to prepare for increased coronavirus hospitalizations. The state has purchased more than 750 ventilators that should arrive over the next few weeks when they may be needed the most. Here at the NCW Live channel, we're producing a series of public service announcements from people in our communities. Today, I should say, we hear from Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett.
Hi, I'm Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett, and I urge all of you to stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe. Governor Inslee has asked all Washingtonians to stay home. That's the only way we're going to successfully fight the coronavirus. Uniformed officers won't ticket you, fine you, or arrest you for being on the roads. We want to educate you. You can help our community and the already thinly stretched healthcare professionals by staying home. I know that this community will do all it can to help get us through this pandemic. Thank you, and be well.
By the way, your favorite restaurant can now offer beer, liquor, and wine for delivery or pickup. These are new rules that were put out last week by the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board. It allows package liquor sales along with your food order as long as the sale complies with coronavirus health restrictions. Now, most spirits must come in factory-sealed bottles, but beer can be sold in growlers that are filled on site. However, no liquor can be sold curbside or delivery except as part of a meal. There is other non-COVID-19 related news to pass along to you on this Monday. 20 firefighters were able to contain a brush fire to about an acre. This happened on Shady Pass Saturday morning. Chelan Fire and Rescue said the fire, which was reported just before noon, was being pushed by erratic winds and was difficult for firefighters to access because of the terrain. The fire department said it was caused by a small controlled burn that's spotted due to the wind. Shady Pass is off the south shore of Lake Chelan, about where 25 Mile Creek State Park is. A vehicle pulling a trailer with another car on it caught fire on McNeil Canyon Road on Saturday night. The occupants of the destroyed vehicle not injured. Douglas County Fire District 5 in Mansfield reported that firefighters were able to contain the fire to the mid-sized passenger vehicle. No damage was done to the trailer or the other car. The fire broke out about 8:30 in the evening. Again, this was on Saturday night near mile marker 7. Crews from both Mansfield and Orondo were able to respond. Finally, on this Monday morning, like almost every attraction out there, the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center closed to visitors, but also like other attractions, it's found ways to move its best offerings online. Local actor Matt Pippin. Oh, we don't have the video? Oh, I'm sorry. There's no video. So we won't do that story. Hi, Matthew, though. How are you? He watches the show. 17 minutes after the hour. Let's see. Yeah, the news. We're putting together. It's from a shop talk perspective, this is like for everybody else, we're going through times that we've never had to go through before. So basically in the morning, Megan and I are here, and then Cal comes in, our news director and head sales guy comes in about 7:30. Grant comes in, and then Malcolm comes in, who's been producing the news lately, and then Megan and I leave so we can keep as much physical distancing apart from each other. So there's basically, outside of the 5 of us and Alicia, that's what we have going on right now in studio. Everybody else is working remotely from home, but we're still able to put together newscasts. So kudos to Jefferson and to Eric and to Rachel and Tucker and everybody else who is working, just not here. It's very strange times indeed. With a preview of the Monday night news, here's Grant.
Good Monday morning, Dan. Coming up tonight on the NCW Life Evening News, we'll have all the latest numbers on the COVID-19 pandemic. Much warmer temperatures are on the way. I'll have your complete North Central Washington weather forecast, and Eric Granstrom will have a look at sports. That and more coming up tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on the NCW Life Evening News. We hope you'll join us then. Dan?
Thank you, Grant. We appreciate it. You want to give us a little how are you? You can do so. Go to our Facebook page and use Facebook Messenger. Drop us a line there. You can also go to our website at ncwlife.com and click on the Contact Us icon at the top of the screen, and you can fill out the form there. Speaking of our website, we're populating it all the time, and our news director, Cal Fitzsimmons, has been coming in on weekends and updating. Basically, it's a one-click and everything you need to know about COVID-19 as it affects our daily lives here in the North Central Washington area. It's a handy tool to have. You want to bookmark that. And again, you can use our website as a tool for you to get a hold of us, or you can email us directly, news@ncwlife.com. We're going to take a break, come back with sports, the obscure holiday, today in history. We got some celebrity birthdays, a couple of them anyway, and everyone's entitled to Mike McNally's opinion. You're watching a Monday morning edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Hello everyone, my name is Frank Kuntz and I'm the mayor of the city of Wenatchee. Please join me in staying home, staying safe, and staying healthy. This is a crucial time in our region. Please do what's right by your friends and neighbors, stay 6 feet away from each other, and be as safe as you possibly can. This is a really crucial time in our valley, and it's time for all of us to step up, support each other, and be good neighbors. For those of you that are hiking in the foothills, please maintain a safe distance. Enjoy yourself, get great exercise, but also be considerate for those around you. I've had a number of complaints over the last 3 or 4 days of too many hikers in the foothills, people not staying far enough away from each other. So please, let us keep those foothills open for everyone to enjoy, and do your part to stay safe and stay 6 feet away from those that are hiking on the same trail as you. Thank you all for helping us make Wenatchee a great place to live. Stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe.
We are back at 20 minutes after the hour. I'm Dan. Boy, do I need a haircut. Kuntz, need a shave too, kind of think of it. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. Just a couple of days after an NFL executive said the regular season was expected to start on time in September, The league's doctor says, wait a minute now, hang on. Dr. Alan Sills is the NFL's leader in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. He told NFL.com that as long as a single positive test means a quarantine for everyone around them, quote, I don't think you can begin to think about reopening a team sport, end quote. Earlier last week, NFL Vice President Jeff Pash told the NFL Network that they were planning a full season starting on schedule, with the games beginning the weekend after Labor Day. Dr. Sills says the NFL will have to continue evaluating the situation while planning with the hope of having a full season on schedule, underline the word hope. He said ultimate decisions will have to be based on recommendations from public health officials. Nick Rolovich is doing what he can to make himself feel right at home as the new head football coach of Washington State University. Rolovich, hired back in January after the sudden departure of Mike Leach, the 41-year-old, comes to the Palouse after coaching Hawaii's program for 4 seasons. He went 10-5, as a matter of fact, just last year. Rolovich has a reputation for his zany personality. While at Hawaii, he brought in a tarot card reader, a Britney Spears impersonator, and an Elvis impersonator to the Mountain West Conference Media Days. According to those close to the Cougar program at Washington State, Rolovich has already fit right in. Shortly after he was hired, he showed up in Seattle and bought drinks for any Cougar fan who showed up to a local pub. More recently, Rolovich has gone around Pullman buying gift cards from local restaurants and handing them out. The biggest challenge lying ahead for Rolovich is to install his run-and-shoot offense because the pandemic has thwarted plans to begin the installation during spring practice. Rolovich says you won't hear him complaining or use it as an excuse. He said, I'm quoting now, I don't think this is a time where those in football should really open their mouths too much as far as poor me. He said, there's zero part of me for doing football in this situation. We wouldn't have their full attention. Good advice there. When Philippe Klein-Herrero had to cancel a skiing holiday because of the coronavirus pandemic, he recreated the winter sports experience in quarantine at his flat in Barcelona, Spain. The result was a 55-second video. It's called Free Ride at Home. He shot it from a camera attached to the ceiling of his apartment, which has been viewed several 100,000 times on YouTube and other platforms, and now it's here on the NCW Life channel.
Let's go. Whoa. Yeehaw.
It's kind of cool. I like that. Let's take a look at our schedule, our broadcast schedule this week, sports-wise, on the NCW Life channel. It begins tomorrow night at 7. We got Wenatchee and West Valley and Big 9 baseball from historic Recreation Park. Thursday night, a hockey night. The Wenatchee Wild welcoming the Alberti Valley Bulldogs. We'll have that for you at 7 o'clock. On Friday, we got boys soccer. Wenatchee hosting Moses Lake at Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl. We'll have that for you at 7 o'clock on Friday. Saturday's doubleheader features baseball at 2 and hockey at 7. Eastmont hosting Sunnyside and Big 9 play, followed by the Wenatchee Wild and the Powell River Kings on Saturday evening. And finally, we don't normally concentrate a great deal on national sports. There are all kinds of different outlets for you to get your national sports fix. We concentrate on the local sports, preps and colleges and what have you. But we can't let this day go by without remembering Tom Dempsey, of course. He was born without toes on his right foot or fingers on his right hand, but he played for the NFL. He was in the NFL for 11 seasons as a place kicker. Best remembered for one historic moment, his 63-yard field goal for the New Orleans Saints on November 8th, 1970, which stood as the league record for 43 years. Tom Dempsey died of COVID-19 in New Orleans over the weekend at the age of 73. But we remember Tom Dempsey with his one shining moment.
He's trying a 63-yard field goal. Not only will Tom Dempsey hits this one, he's got a very slight wind at his back. He'll set a National Football League record in addition to winning the game. I don't believe this. It's good! I don't believe it! The field goal attempt was good from 63 yards away! It's incredible! Tulane Stadium has gone wild! A 63-yard field goal!
We remember Tom Dempsey, who passed away Saturday at the age of 73. And those are some of the games that people are not playing at 26 minutes after the hour. I had 5 obscure holidays to choose from today. It's National Teflon Day. Didn't do that one. National Student Athlete Day. There's not a lot for student athletes to be doing nowadays. National Caramel Popcorn Day. I don't much care for that. It's New Beer's Eve. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But no, today is National Sorry Charlie Day. There he is. National Sorry Charlie Day is April 6th of every year and encourages you to view rejection from a different perspective. The old line, you know, when God closes the door, he opens a window or something along those lines. We've all been rejected by somebody who we liked, you know, had a crush on somebody, tried to make that move, and they shot you down. We've all been refused. It's all part of life. Of course, Charlie the Tuna is an iconic spokesperson. Of course, he wants to be caught by the tuna company because he thinks he's going to taste really good. That was the whole ad campaign between Charlie the Tuna. Of course, the company rejects Charlie, attaches it to the hook. Sorry, Charlie. The reason Charlie's rejected, of course, by the tuna company is because the company prefers to catch a tuna that tastes good, not a tuna that has good taste. And I would not want to eat a tuna that wore glasses and a hat anyway. Sorry, Charlie. I wonder how he's doing. I think he's retired now. I'm not sure. That's your obscure holiday today. Let's do today in history. The Olympics came back on this date. There's the opening ceremonies. Believe it or not, I know it's the Summer Olympics, but the opening ceremonies for the first modern Olympiad were held on this date back in 1896, April 6th, 1896, 124 years ago in Athens. The original modern Olympic Games came back after 1,500 years. The original ancient games were banned by Roman Emperor some guy who said, nah, the Olympics are bad. We don't know why. They came back in Athens, where it all began on this date. Opening ceremonies, that's the actual photo of 124 years ago. James Connolly became the first modern Olympic gold medal winner. He took first place in the triple jump. Later that day, the Olympics returned. Not coming back this year, but they came back on a permanent basis for the most part 124 years ago today. April 6, 1909, 111 years ago today, Robert Peary and Matthew Henson become the first people to reach the North Pole. So we're told. Now that we have access to Robert Peary's navigational charts and his notes and his journal that he kept, almost all the experts agree that Robert Peary came nowhere close to actually reaching the North Pole. But his whole expedition was underwritten by the National Geographic Society. They didn't want to have egg in their face, so they just all basically said, we'll just say Robert did it. He was also a shameless self-promoter. Did Robert Peary and Matthew Henson reach the North Pole on this date 111 years ago today? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think so. This I know for sure happened because I looked it up. 103 years ago today, April 6, 1917. It's official. The United States declares war on Germany. The House of Representatives and the Senate passed war resolutions at the behest of Woodrow Wilson, and the United States was off to war. And spoiler alert, we won. We didn't learn our lesson, but we won. The United States formally entered World War I on this date 103 years ago today. Happy birthday to the designated hitter. April 6, 1973, 47 years ago today at Fenway Park in Boston, Ron Blomberg of the New York Yankees becomes the very first designated hitter in Major League Baseball history. He walks on 4 pitches from Louis Tiant. He would end up with 1 hit and 3 at-bats. The bat that he used is in the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. The DH is now used across the board in all levels and leagues of baseball, with the exception of the oldest organized baseball league, the National League, who still, after 47 years, does not use the designated hitter. It is inevitable. They will have to use a designated hitter, the National League. There's no question about that. It's just a matter of when. Ironically enough, I don't much care for the designated hitter. I'm a purist, and I think the 9 people who play in the field should be the 9 people who hit. It's me. What do you do? And speaking of baseball, happy birthday, essentially, to the Mariners. 43 years ago today, April 6th, 1977, a new franchise for the second time in 9 years makes its debut in Seattle. The Seattle Mariners play their very first game ever as a Major League Baseball team at the Kingdome in Seattle. Huge crowd. The final, the California Angels 7, the Mariners 0. Here is the first pitch in Mariner baseball history.
Of the new Seattle Mariners, Dave Niehaus. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the initial voyage of the Seattle Mariners. Diego Segui, the first pitch in history of this flight, and the crowd roars.
Here you go. Diego Segui was the losing pitcher. You just saw him throw the first pitch. He also pitched in the Seattle Pilots season opener back in 1969, which was also a loss to the Angels. Diego Segui, the only player to appear for both the Seattle Pilots and the Seattle Mariners, who are 43 years old today. 31 minutes after the hour. 2 celebrity birthdays. We miss Merle Haggard. I had a chance to meet Merle Haggard when he and his band played the Town Toyota Center a number of years ago. One of the all-time iconic country music legends. He died on his 79th birthday back in 2016. He was born in the state of 1937. 38 #1 hits on the Billboard country charts. The music that he cut for Capitol Records from the mid-1960s to the mid-1970s is absolutely must-listening. Kennedy Center Hall of Fame, Country Music Hall of Fame, Merle Haggard, born in the state of 1937. And I love tennis players from Belarus. And Daria Lebeshkeva is one of my favorites. Daria is a tennis player. She lives in Belarus. She's 25 years old today. Big fan of hers. Watch her on the Tennis Channel occasionally. 32 minutes after the hour. Going to take a break. Mike Mignotti has an opinion about what? We'll find out. And speaking of Mike Mignotti, and one more little quick thing on Shop Talk while I'm thinking about it. Outside of this program, Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, and our nightly news with Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom, all of our other programs that we normally serve up to you that are locally produced here in our studios are going to be on hiatus. We'll be doing reruns. We'll be doing reruns of Street Talk and other stuff, and Live It Up and Life with Lisa and the 12th District. So all of our locally produced shows that you're so used to seeing are going to be put in a rerun kind of mode for the simple fact that it requires people to come into the studio, and we're going to do our very best to practice social distancing, and it just made common sense to not have people come in off the street to do their various shows here in our studio. So yeah, the nightly news will be new and in color and in stereo every Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. So don't worry about that. And this show continues to go on with new episodes every weekday morning at 7 o'clock. But all the other shows will be in rerun mode for the foreseeable future. Just wanted to let you know. All right, we're going to take a break and then come back with Mike Mignotti. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
How much are you paying for adult, family, or assisted living? Epladolin Retirement and Assisted Living offers one-bedroom apartments for one affordable price. Their rates are all-inclusive, no nickel or diming or sudden increases, just one set price. You or your loved one will receive good food and excellent care in a relaxed, home-like environment. Stop on by for a tour to see if the Epladolin family is the right choice for you.
Family owned and operated Epladolin Retirement and Assisted Living in Kashmir. Affordable care.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
The Siren Song Winery and Restaurant is open daily with a variety of fresh food and wine options for curbside pickup and delivery. Order by phone or online at 888-4657 or at sirensongwines.com. Tipsy Canyon Winery remains open for wine sales and wine club pickup 7 days a week. See for yourself the most talked about view in the valley and pick up your favorite vintage to take home today. Succession Wines is in full production and open for wine sales Tuesday through Saturday from noon until 4. Check out the latest releases and get wine club information today. See why Succession is the one to watch. Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 6th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike. And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
Badger Mountain Brewing is proud to announce the grand opening of our new kitchen. Come try out our new menu featuring fabulous steaks, prime rib, gourmet burgers, and seafood grilled up by experienced meat master Chef Galen Goodman. To complement your mouth-watering meal, Badger Mountain Brewing features 14 in-house crafted beers, an alcohol-free root beer infused with 11 different herbs and spices, 3 different ciders, and a great wine selection. Don't miss out on the best meats and the best brews down at Badger Mountain Brewing, located at 1 Orondo Avenue across the tracks from the Pybus Market.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. I've been commenting on clothes and how people dress lately, and I was reminded of that slang meaning of the term suit, as in he's just a suit. Now, that's just become a derogatory term for an authority figure. Now, when NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell proposed a new rule regarding personal fouls, former Seahawks cornerback Richard Sherman said it sounded like something like this was something that somebody who's never played the game would say. He's just a suit, Sherman said. And we all knew what Sherman meant, too. Now, maybe the saying that clothes make the man is taking on a new meaning. Huh? This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
In these challenging times, take comfort. Bear Foods is open and ready to help. Take care of your health with our extensive selection of supplements and wellness solutions. Take care of your diet with bulk foods, fresh vegetables, and fruits. Take care of your home with environmentally conscious cleaning supplies and personal care products. We are here to help you take care of everything at Bear Foods, the Good Food Store, conveniently located in downtown Chelan.
The 2 hottest pickups in America are at Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. First, the Ram 1500 with back-to-back Truck of the Year awards from Motor Trend, and now the Car and Driver 10 Best list for 2020. They call it a luxury sedan with pickup capabilities. Ram is on a roll now with 3rd-generation EcoDiesel power. Next up, the Jeep Gladiator, also a 2020 10 Best model based on the new award-winning Jeep Wrangler. It has options and capabilities that no other truck can offer. 2 more reasons when it comes to buying a truck. There's no reason to leave town.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills. A chill is in the air and it's a perfect time for some old-fashioned comfort food like our amazing Eggs Benedict, chicken fried steak, French dips, soups made from scratch, or fruit pies fresh from the oven. The crowds might be gone, but we're still here for you folks, so bring an appetite and a friend to Blueberry Hills in Manson, where you pick, you sit, you eat, and you visit. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 to 3. wildaboutberries.com.
Oh. Hi. Megan and I were talking about feet. Long story. So you don't need to know about it. It's 40 minutes live TV, work without a net. That's the way it is. It's 40 minutes after the hour. It's 37 degrees outside of our studios. I'm going to hit refresh real quick just to see if the temperature has changed since we checked in last. Still 37 degrees, but the skies are beginning to clear out. But in fact, we're going to take one more trip around the valley with our Valley View cameras before this Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley is said and done. Let's go ahead and repeat our top stories. Obviously, COVID-19 related. Grant County recorded its second COVID-19 related death on Friday. A Moses Lake man in his 60s who died at Central Washington Hospital here in Wenatchee. On Saturday, Grant County reported it had reached 80 confirmed cases in the county. Quincy continues to have the most there, 37 cases alone in Quincy, followed by Moses Lake and Mattawa. They have 13 each. In Chelan County, Wenatchee has the most confirmed cases with 12 of the county's 29 cases. This is as of Friday evening. Leavenworth has 3, Chelan has 2, Cashmere and Peshastin, 1 each. In Douglas County, East Wenatchee has 6 of the county's 10 cases. Okanagan County now has 9 confirmed cases of coronavirus. Here's your state numbers from the Washington State Department of Health. Statewide, 7,984 cases of COVID-19 have been identified, 338 total deaths, almost all of which are from King and Snohomish counties. Nearly 88,000 Washington residents have been tested for the coronavirus. Well, after hearing stories of parking lots and shops being full of people and people out buying things and doing things on Saturday, the mayor of East Wenatchee, Geraldine Crawford, took to Facebook to post a video message on Saturday emphasizing the importance of social distancing if you absolutely need to get out.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. I'm Mayor Crawford of East Wenatchee, posting a scary video today because I don't have makeup on and my hair hasn't been done. I'm in my comfortable lounge pants sitting at home trying to avoid social interactions. I've heard from many today that in the community people are out shopping and the parking lots at the different facilities are full. Now, while I understand that people have groceries and prescriptions that they need to pick up, I want to encourage you, if you are going to a shopping facility and you see that the parking lot is full, if you can come back at another time, that might be a great thing to do. However, if you can't, if you have those essential items that you need to go get, please practice the social distancing where you're staying at least 6 feet away from each other. It's really important that we all do this together, where we practice the social distancing, because our healthcare facilities can be overwhelmed. And we really need them to be available to treat those that are most in need. And that is why the governor has ordered the Stay at Home, Stay Healthy initiative. So stay at home, stay with your family, enjoy this lovely weekend, maybe call a loved one or a friend and catch up, and try to avoid social situations. Thank you so much.
And again, that was Mayor Geraldine Crawford of East Wenatchee on Facebook on Saturday. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is sending more than 400 ventilators for treating victims of the COVID-19 virus to other states. Inslee said the state received the ventilators from the Strategic National Stockpile, and they now will be going to New York and other states hit hardest by the virus. For several weeks, Washington, of course, led the nation in both confirmed cases and deaths. Since then, other states have surpassed Washington in both, sometimes rather dramatically. Retired Vice Admiral and physician Raquel Bono is the director of the state's COVID-19 Health System Response Management Team. And she said Inslee's Stay Home, Stay Healthy order has helped head off widespread hospitalization rates that had been feared. Inslee said the state continues to prepare for increased coronavirus hospitalizations, and the state has purchased more than 750 ventilators that should arrive over the next few weeks when they may be needed the most. As you know by now, here at the NCW Life channel, we've been producing a series of public service announcements featuring local leaders discussing the COVID-19 pandemic. This morning, it's Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett.
Hi, I'm Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett, and I urge all of you to stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe. Governor Inslee has asked all Washingtonians to stay home. That's the only way we're going to successfully fight the coronavirus. Uniformed officers won't ticket you, fine you, or arrest you for being on the roads. We want to educate you. You can help our community and the already thinly stretched healthcare professionals by staying home. I know that this community will do all it can to help get us through this pandemic. Thank you and be well.
Other news this morning, your favorite restaurant can now offer beer, liquor, and wine for delivery or pickup. These were new rules that were rolled out last week by the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board. It allows packaged liquor sales along with your food order as long as the sale complies with coronavirus health restrictions. Most spirits must come in factory-sealed bottles. Beer, however, that can be sold in growlers that are filled on site. However, no liquor can be sold curbside or delivery unless it is a part of a meal order. Non-COVID related news, 20 firefighters were able to contain a brush fire to about an acre. This happened on Shady Pass on Saturday morning. Chelan Fire and Rescue said the fire, which was reported just before noon, was being pushed by erratic winds and was somewhat difficult for firefighters to get to. Pretty rough terrain up there. The fire department said it was caused by a small controlled burn that got a little out of control because of the wind. Shady Pass is off the south shore of Lake Chelan, right above 25 Mile Creek State Park. A vehicle pulling a trailer and another car caught fire at McNeil Canyon Road on Saturday night. The occupants of the destroyed vehicle were not injured. Douglas County Fire District Number 5 in Mansfield reported that firefighters were able to contain the fire to the mid-sized passenger vehicle. There was no damage done to the trailer or the car on top of the trailer. The fire broke out about 8:30 p.m. Saturday night near mile marker 7, and crews from both Mansfield and Orondo responded. And finally, we do have this video, and I'm glad about it because it's good stuff. Like every other cultural attraction around town, the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center has had to close its doors to visitors, but also like a lot of other attractions, it's found ways to move its best offerings online. Local actor Matthew Pippin hosts a series of tours and tutorials on the museum's Facebook page, like this latest craft project from young makers.
Hi, it's Matthew, your virtual host again. We're back here in the makerspace with our friend Clayton, and he's going to show us how to make a marble maze today. Doesn't that sound like a whole bunch of fun? So what do we need in order to get this done today, Clayton?
Okay, in order to get this done, we first need our essential tools. So we need scissors, ruler, pencil, piece of paper. Here is our cardboard base. I recommend like a 10-inch by 20-inch. And here, you guys can see we have cardboard scraps. I've cut everything out for the purpose of this video. But here's an uncut piece for an example.
Hey! And it's okay if it's not totally perfect. It's still fun to do, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this and that you're out there staying safe and washing your hands.
Ooh, I want to learn how to make my own catapult. I don't know what I'd do with it, but at least I know how to make one if I ever needed one. That's a look at your local headlines. It is about 50 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a break, come back with your weather forecast, and we'll take another tour around the Wenatchee Valley with our Valley View cameras. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley Monday edition on the NCW Live channel.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Hi, Justin here, owner of Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Looking for a fun night out? Join us at Club Crow. We have live bands to rock the night away, comedy to make you laugh, and if that's not enough, we have poker every Monday and Wednesday night. Club Crow in Cashmere has it all. Check out our Facebook event page for dates and times. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill located at the beautiful Highlander Golf Course in East Wenatchee. Highlander Grill offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner with dine-in or takeout options. Highlander Bar and Grill's friendly staff is here to serve you 7 days a week. Call for reservations Friday night prime rib dinner. Contact Shalane, Highlander Grill's site coordinator, to schedule your corporate event or special occasion today.
Is search engine optimization right for my business? Maybe. Studies show the first and second search results get 50% of all the clicks. But you have to fight national chains to get there. If the user has to scroll down to find you, tough luck. You could hide a dead body on page 2 and the whole zombie apocalypse on page 3. Or you could spend less and get an ad in the Impact Big Print phone book, giving local businesses a chance to shine.
Impact Directories. Bigger print, better book.
And we are back at 52 minutes after the hour on this Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Yeah, I need a haircut, but this is just the way it's going to be, and I won't be able to get my haircut for at least another month. I don't know what I'm going to look like by early May. I'll try and shave, though. Let's take you around the valley with our Valley View cameras now that we have a little bit more daylight than we had about an hour ago when we started this program. As you can still see a few high clouds, but they're starting to part out a little bit, and they will continue to dissipate as this Monday progresses, and we're in for quite a bit of sunshine later on this afternoon. In fact, we're in actually all week long for just a beautiful stretch of weather. It is going to be a little breezy today. We'll talk about that in just a couple of minutes, but it might be a really nice day to go fly a kite, provided you find a big open space and you're not crowding into other people's big open spaces. So we say good morning to East Wenatchee, Wenatchee, Sunny Slope, Birch Mountain, Badger Mountain, and all those people who have decided to start their day with us here on the NCW Life channel. I think we're going to use the same cameras, which means camera number 2 is the Waterville camera, and that looks a lot better now. See, now, if that was the camera that we had, and it was an hour ago, I would have recognized that, but I didn't. Now we have more light, and we can see up on the Waterville Plateau, way off in the distance is the Columbia River. You can just barely make that out. I think you can see Earthquake Point. I'm not 100% sure, but way off in the distance is, of course, Chelan County on your way up to Chelan. So we say good morning to Waterville, which, of course, is the county seat for Douglas County, but most county offices are now closed. And when the county seat is also the basis of your economy, my guess is Waterville is pretty much a ghost town and has been for the last 3 weeks or so. Camera 3, where are we off to, Megan? Oh, that's Valley High, of course. I forgot about that. Good morning to Valley High on the way up to Blewett Pass. Almost all the snow, almost all the snow is now gone for the most part. I haven't been up to Lake Wenatchee. I don't know how much snow is still up there. Whatever snow is still hanging around about the, say, 3,000 or 4,000 feet. That ain't going to be lasting very long because we're going to see temperatures in the lower 70s by the middle of this week. So good morning to Valley High. And camera number 4, I believe it's off to Billy Goat. Yep, there we go. Clouds continue to thin out over the Okanagan County area. That is my favorite camera. Now, all of these cameras are really, really cool. They're just phenomenal views that we can look at. But that one might be the best simply because you can see so far. That camera is on a tower high. We call it the Billy Goat because the Billy Goat Ridge is high above the Alta Lake State Park and the Alta Lake Golf Course. Very dicey to get there. Even in the middle of summer when the roads are fine, it's still not a particularly pleasant drive. But boy, once you get up there, look at that incredible view from Billy Goat as we see the Met Howe empty into the mighty Columbia on this Monday morning. And again, we're in for some beautiful weather. Good stuff, Megan, by the way. Nicely done on choosing the cameras this morning at 55 minutes after the hour, almost 56 minutes after the hour. A couple of slides to show you in regards to the wind. It's going to be breezy today, not windy, just breezy. There's just a weak wave system that's going to come in really later on this afternoon and into tonight. It's not going to really give us a big impact, but you can look for some breezy conditions, certainly up in the Waterville Plateau. They're used to it by now. Here in the Wenatchee Valley, the wind will kick up a little bit out in the Columbia Basin and the Spokane area and the Palouse. Good sustained winds, right around 10 miles an hour for Wenatchee. Little stronger up in Waterville. Gusts to 20 to 25 miles an hour. By the way, the wind will be blowing from the northwest to the southeast and then switches over from west to east later on today. So just a little breezy today. But that 10 miles an hour, that's just about perfect kite flying weather. It really is. You don't want it not windy enough, and you don't want it too windy so you can't control your kite. And we are in for a beautiful week, really, all things considered. There's just one little blip out there, and that's going to be a few increasing clouds tonight. Outside of that, we're looking at sunshine today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and wouldn't you know it, just in time for the weekend, and this when the next system comes in. But we're going to be under the influence of high pressure, and it starts really on Tuesday. A little bit today, but really on Tuesday is when it's going to become pretty well entrenched in that high pressure ridge. Going to hang around for the rest of the week. We'd like that. So yeah, partly to mostly sunny skies. Here in the Wenatchee Valley, it's going to be mostly sunny skies. The farther east you go, you're going to run into a few more clouds than sun. So from the National Weather Service, let's go ahead and take a look at that forecast, shall we? Boy, look at that. There's the Patriot plumbing van coming in there. There we go. Hey, Matt, how are you? Sunshine today, high of about 65. I can live with that. We're at 37, so we're going to start climbing that ladder up. As I mentioned before, a northwest wind around 10 miles an hour, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Occasionally this afternoon, especially late this afternoon, we'll see that gust up to about 20 miles an hour at times. So that's the breezy conditions we talked about, but nothing wrong with that temperature. Increasing clouds expected tonight. This is a weak system that's going to come in, going to come out right around 39 or 40 for the overnight low. And again, a little breezy, a west wind about 10 miles an hour expected tonight. Tuesday morning, you'll wake up to clouds. They're not going to last very long. Gradually, kind of like today, gradually the clouds will be dissipating. The sun will be coming out. We'll top off right again, mid-60s or so. And a little breezy on Tuesday as well. We'll have a west wind about 10 to 15 miles an hour on Tuesday as this short system comes in and comes out. By Tuesday night, the high-pressure ridge will start to identify itself and start paying us a visit. So we're looking at clear skies Tuesday night, 37 for the overnight low. Still some residual wind on Tuesday night, northwest wind about 6 to 13 miles an hour. Wednesday, sunshine, about 68. I like that. 40 for the overnight low Wednesday night. Lower 70s on Thursday. I'll have to do some research, and I'll let you know tomorrow. When's the last time we hit 70 degrees or warmer? I would have to, I'm guessing here, spitballing, but my guess is probably it was sometime in early October, the last time we had highs in the lower 70s, but we're going to see it on Thursday. That's what the National Weather Service thinks. 42 for the overnight low on Thursday night. Friday, sunshine, a lot of it, a little bit cooler, high of about 69, and then another system comes in late Friday afternoon, wouldn't you know it. On Saturday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies and cooler. I got no complaints. I can live with partly cloudy skies and 65. I like that. Overnight lows right around 39 or 40 as you see, and then Sunday, partly cloudy skies and a high of 63 degrees. So sunny and breezy today once the clouds depart. Clouds thicken up tonight. We'll have clouds Tuesday morning, lots of sunshine Tuesday afternoon. It's going to be breezy today, breezy tonight, breezy on Tuesday. The winds die down Tuesday night. Wednesday, we're looking at 68. We'll be in the lower 70s on Thursday. Love it. And up into the right around 70 or so on Friday before we cool back down over the weekend. All right, one last item of business before we cut you out the door. This was, of course, supposed to be the first day back at school for students at the two major school districts in our area, the Wenatchee and Eastmont School District. Spring break was supposed to be last week. It turns out that spring break has been going on for about a month now and will continue to do so, but they've gone almost completely to online schooling now. So for you kids, hope you enjoyed your spring break, but school comes back again today, kind of. Don't forget about recess. It's important that you get outside and enjoy this lovely weather. I don't want to gild the obvious lily, but again, Social distancing is the only way to flatten the curve, or the best way to flatten the curve. Grant Olson and Eric Grandstrom will have the news tonight. We are still putting together this program and the newscast, and we will endeavor to do it every day until this crisis has passed. Everybody have a good Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.